first season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here with the run move. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Twelve. 11 MT Kate. 11 MT Kate.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11.
Burrow will throw. To Mixon on the check down. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back to Nwangu again on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 47 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kene Nwangu, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Say hot. Say hot.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here we go.
3rd and 9 here.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow on play action. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Give that sack to Kaiir Elam on the corner blitz.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Bengals 3.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble or an interception, before you go out, you get together as a defense and go, sudden change, keep your poise, be ready to go. That's exactly what this group has done.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In motion is Grant.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
One thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Here we go, here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
The key for them, generating offense and finding a way to put the ball in the end zone. I mean, you get held under 10 points in your last game. Very hard to win in the NFL. Frankly, it's very hard to win in any league, scoring that few points.
And Mixon going to have a Bengals first down as the tackle made up at the 48-yard line.
First down, here's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Get in the huddle.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Matt
11, Thomas.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
11.
at the Bills' 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Another run now for Nwangu.
And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Gun.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
11.
Now it's Burrow.
At the 38-yard line.
This to Arnold on the short pass. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for and finding Arnold once again. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Fighting through. Still on his feet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give is Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now it's Nwangu.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So here's a 3rd and 14. On the run is Nwangu.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Kene Nwangu.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and is just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bengals 3. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
1-1, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
11.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to speed things up here.
Now Burrow changing the look. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29.
He was brought down by Matt Milano.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Here we go, here we go.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to go backward.
Hey, we got to keep scoring.
They get him behind the line.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 Thomas.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now Allen. His throw incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Allen now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things. with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Inside the 10.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 MT, take.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
On one, ready? 11. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Burrow on first down.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
11.
They will throw on first down with Burrow.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half.
12.
No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's Sam Martin now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I never return punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
11.
Now Burrow. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11 MT.
A final shot now for Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but